reading at once. We want to see how we can push people, because I observe very strongly that, I don't know, did you observe our reading results? How it has escalated so far? Did you observe it? Our result in reading has taken a absolutely new shape. I'm so happy. We have been having very, very lovely results so far. So top notch in nature. I'm so proud of that. Our reading has carried weight. We see people getting. So my next focus now is how to get people to be having 7.5, and 8 in writing. You know, people keep having you know, 6.5, 7.5, 6.5, 7.5. So we want to see how we can get people to have 8 and above in writing. That will be the focus now. Okay. So I'm still waiting to see. Yeah. We are now live streaming on YouTube. So in case you have someone that wants to be part of this class and does not have access to YouTube, please send this link to that person. I want to try and get the link quickly. Yeah, I'm sending the link around now in case there's anyone that wants to be part and is not able. We are already on the link. We are getting the link out. All right. So this is the link. You have someone that wants to be part and is not. That's the link. Yeah. Okay. So please, like I said, for the interest of this class, kindly show your face. If you're happy to have 500 megabytes for showing your face, let me have your number on my WhatsApp. I'm pleading for everyone to apply. If you have been regular attendance of this class, you will know that your face is the charm that operates my inspiration. How many of you have observed that? Cheesy, you know that about me now. Your face is my inspiration. So if you hide your face, you're hiding my inspiration. That means I won't be able to deliver very well. And especially if we are about 21 years, and I'm only saying 4 or 5, it weakens the flow. You understand? So I'm still begging, because in spite of the fact that I'm trying to encourage people, the number I'm seeing is still very, very weak right now. Still very, very weak right now. Please help me. Don't appear to disappear. You understand? Don't appear to disappear, please. All right. So today we had a plethora of results. Lovely for me. I mean, I was quite excited. I was quite happy to see the number of people that have passed the exams, and I want to just bring us into that quickly. All right. Okay. So follow me as I quickly just go on to one of the pages where I was able to broadcast the results. All right. So I think I did broadcast the results on the special group. All right, so we had this result. I don't know who got, but of course, this result was, one of the students' results. That was a 7.5 in listening, 7.0 in reading, writing 6.5, speaking 6.0. And then we had another one, 7.5, 8.0. This is the highlights of the results. This is the star. That's the star of the results. Lovely one. Overall was 7.5. And then we add this one to 8.5, 7.0, 6.5, 7.0. And then we add this 7.8.0, 7.5, 7.0, 6.5. Yeah. And then we add this 7.0, 7.5, 8.0, 6.5. Actually, the result that looks like the same. It was two different people, but same results. And then we add this one too. Absolute top notch. Absolute top notch. Absolute top notch. So we are so happy. We feel so excited, and I'm looking so forward to your own results. Yeah. I actually believe that your own is the next. You're not even answering, no worries. Whether you like it, see, listen to me. You don't need to say amen to my prayer, you understand? Whether you like it or not, because you have come to Mercy Crown, you have to pass. It's not a maybe issue. You understand? It's not a maybe you just have to pass. It's 100% sure. So let me say this quickly. I have observed very strongly that a lot of persons have have improved on their reading over the last 1 month. Our reading scores have improved so much. It is now I'm trying to pay attention to writing because I want writing to improve. Writing has now begun to take a 6.5 low. I don't like the fact that writing is coming low. I want writing to come up. I want writing to take strong preeminence as up. And so that's the reason why uh uh I'll be putting pressure writing tomorrow in our financial in our sponsored class. Okay. All right. So I said that. What is the secret? What makes you to pass reading at once? What gives you a guarantee of it? I started this one last week, but I'd like you to write these 10 points. I'll just give you 10 key points that can help you to pass reading at once. All right. If you are still undercover, please show your face. Help me. Like I said, you don't know the kind of value that you add to the class with your face, I keep imploring us to show our faces. It's helpful for the class. So the first thing about reading, if you want to get to pass reading, number one, I've said it last week, and I'll say some of these things I said last week again. Number one is ensure that you are able to understand every instruction. I said it last week. Interpret every instruction in local language before you answer. Most people have actually, they've actually assumed when they see some of the instructions that they are given, they assume what they think they are saying without actually like doing it. You understand? You must be able to have a clear picture of what exactly your examiner is asking you to do, and you do it. That's the first thing. Second thing is, don't joke with your time. Never joke with time. One thing that reading does for anyone is reading will try to steal your time. But if you are insistent on working under the pressure of time, you will 100% have a go at your success. Never joke with time. Number 3, do not delay on any answer. Don't ever find yourself saying, I want to try and see if I will answer this question. You now sit down, you're now, struggling on one question, or this question is not coming out. I want to try to see whether, no, that's a huge unnecessary time wasting strategy. Refuse to dial on any question. Once you've tried the question and the question is not looking to be answered, skip the question Leave the question alone. Number 4, answer the question as it is written in the passage. Answer the question as it is written in the passage. If the answer is in capital letter all through in the passage, write it. If the answer is in small letter in the passage, write it. If the answer is in capital letter, then small letter, write it. Don't try to write it in a way that is your own way. Write answer the question as it is written in the passage. Now, mind you, and take note of this very important stuff. When there are sometimes they ask you, if this answer is true, write true. If it is false, write false, something like that. Like, okay, if this answer true or false, and all of those kind of things. Now, listen to, I will answer that question. They now write the true in capital letter TRUE, not true T then small letter RUE. If you write T and small letter RUE, you have missed the answer. Because what they ask you to do is to write full capital letter of TRUE. All right. So always understand that and follow exact instruction as it is given to you. Somebody was asking, what if I write everything capital letter? You will miss everything. You write everything capital letter, you missed everything. Reason is because they did not ask you to write everything capital letter. Follow the instruction. If they ask you TRUE and you go and put T, you miss it. If they ask you TRUE and you go ahead and you put yes, you miss it. Because what they ask is TRUE. So be very, now listen to me carefully. This is sad to note. From my little observation recently, if you discovered that in your test you are getting 35, 37, 39, you now did your mock test. In your practice, you are getting 37, 39, 38, 40, 40. Now in the mock test, you now got 22, 23, 25. Do you know why you got that score? You are good though, but you didn't follow instructions. That's all. You hear what I said? You are very good, but you did not follow instructions. If you can follow instructions, you will actually find yourself getting the same score you got in practice. All right. Number 5 or number 4, be very uh, hard on yourself in marking yourself. Mark yourself bitterly. Mark like the IELTS examiner. How does IELTS examiner mark? Let me teach you a secret. How does IELTS examiner mark? They mark with the intent that you should fail. And they have a restriction and limitation to their faith, to their strategy. Are you following me now? They want to see your error so that they can fail you. That's the reason why most people struggle to pass. So when they are marking, they mark with the intent of error. They want to see your error. Somebody wanted to use fire to burn your enemy. Are you with me? Your enemy now wants to use petrol as Vaseline. Excuse me, what happened to that enemy? How quickly will he die? Somebody wanted to use fire to burn your enemy. Now I said, oh my God, this morning I feel tushy. So what's tushy? I just want to use petrol. I'm feeling like I use petrol. That person wanted to die. Are you following me now? Exactly. Now when it comes to reading, you have poor handwriting. Eh? Your T looks like P. Your C looks like S. You now make it worse. You now make it worse. You are now writing in a very, very haphazard way. Excuse me, how will you pass? The examiner did not see what you are writing. You say he will use, you now said, no, now say, why do you write the way you are? You use glasses now, you use glasses. As that person passed, yes, he has passed from behind. Are you following me? So get this point clear. Whatever you are writing, let it be very legible and very clear. If possible, write in a way, write in one word, like by one word answer. Let me show you. Don't mistaking this for counter letter. You're writing, you write one word answer. The true. Although this is not this, so just write. Don't write mixed. You see that? Any blind person will see that one. And if it is yes, watch it. Yes. Not see the difference between the two now. Write one word. 1, 2. I like one word per answer. Does that make sense to you at all? One word per answer. Don't struggle. Don't struggle in your mind to impress anybody with your writing. Let your writing be as simple and straightforward as possible. Do you get my point now? So, having said that, answer simple questions first and tough questions last. Answer simple questions first and tough questions last. Is that number 9 or number 10? Number 8. Number 6. All right. So I'm going to unmute somebody now. You will read out. Toby, are you ready? Good. You will read out all the things that you have written. And now, should have been calling something out. Unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. Good afternoon, sir. I joined the
You're
class.
welcome.
Yes, but what he said last, he said we should answer simple question first and add question last.
All right. That's okay. That's a good trial. Adeleke, read out the first 5 that you wrote. You can unmute.
Okay, the first thing I wrote is that
Yes.
ensure you understand every instruction given.
Yes. It's okay. It's okay. Peace. That's okay. Thank you. Please, can you do number 2 for us? So just unmute.
So sorry, I didn't write down anything. Sorry, I was eating.
So how will you now know what I've been saying since morning? Okay, yeah, tell me the one you remember.
He said we should not use capital letters. We should write it exactly how it is in the passage.
All right, from henceforth,
Okay.
start writing so that you will not forget your others. Do you have a pen or something?
Yes, I do. I'll just get it now.
All right, thank you. So who should I launch on now? Because I'm doing reading. I'm reading people's okay, Chizzy, you always appear. All right, go on. Do you want to tell us number 3?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Number 3, do not delay on any answer.
don't waste time on any question. So basically, yeah.
Sorry, on next question.
Yeah. Let me go to the people that our brand that refuse to show their face. You see what I'm saying? Grace, Grace, I muted you now. Do you want to tell us anyone you have written? Okay, Grace has not responded. Can I go to Inena? Nena. Grace has not responded. Nena has not responded. Now you now see why I truly desire that people's face are seen. At least you can connect better. It's one of the most difficult things to do when you're not able to, show whether people are following you or not. It's called talking to self. And I'm a mental hypnotist. You understand? All right. So, number 7 is 15 minutes per passage and 15 minutes to answer unanswered questions. 15 minutes per passage and 15 minutes to answer unanswered questions. All right. Favor, are you following so that I can hit on you? Number 8. Be relaxed when dealing with questions you didn't answer previously, even if the time is gone. Now, whenever they say 5 minutes more and you didn't answer 2 questions, you're about 38. Have the mind that you could pass even if you don't do the remaining 2. So be a bit relaxed, be chilled. Are you following me now? Don't ever allow at any time there's sometimes you allow any form of anxiety. All right? Never allow anxiety. And of course, the last one, I believe, read 50 BBC News daily and tag the keywords. Tag the keywords. Read 50 BBC News daily and tag the keywords. This, for me, can make you to get a 9. Read 50 BBC News daily and tag the keywords can make you get a 9. So far, I've been impressed with our scores with reading. Very impressive. Quite a number of people have been getting very lovely scores. I feel good about it. But more importantly, I want to push our writing into a new level. I want people to begin to get 8.5 in writing, and that's a target for the next class. I'll be aggressive on that way. I think what it takes for you to move from 6.5 in reading to 7 in reading is simply time. Be more accurate with time. And of course, be more accurate with your responses. Don't answer haphazardly. But what it takes for you to move from 6.5 in writing to 7.5 in writing is high level of attention on details, attention to details, paying attention to details. That's what it takes. Most people are not paying attention to details. And I'm going to be talking a lot. Oh, we have 9 points, right? Remaining 1. All right. So the 10th one is going to be, I said the last one was reading your vocabularies and tagging your keywords, right? So the 10 points, 10 points is going to be practice every single day, at least once daily. Practice at least once daily. Practice at least once daily. Don't miss your daily practice. Of course, working with time, very important. All right, so I'm going to throw the table open. If you have a question, I want you to ask your question, and feel free to, clarify anything you want to clarify as well. You can just raise your hand up using this, whatever. I'm going to unmute you. Raise your hand up with that. I will unmute you, and then I will allow to answer your question. Is that okay? Raise your hand with any. You can use okay. Favor. Right, go on and ask your question. I've unmuted you, so just respond to the unmuting.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Favor.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Please, you said read your vocabulary and do what?
Read 50 BBC News and tag your keywords. Keywords are words that are important in those passages, but you don't know the meaning. You understand? So if I say I extricate I extricate the captives, what does that mean? I extricate the captives. So in that case, you have to tag extricate. You want to find out what it means, and if you can understand, because you might find your exam tomorrow. Do you understand? So when you're reading your BBC News, you want to tag the keywords. Words that are very important, but you don't know the meaning. You write them out and then look for the meaning. Is that clear? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I want to answer 10 questions to the 10. So, all right. Chizzy, did you ask Chizzy? Chizzy, you? Okay. All right.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. My question is on writing because I've been
having
it.
Ask. Go on.
Okay. Please, how do we generate ideas for writing? I don't know. It has been giving me such time. That's for tax 2. How do we
Very
generate?
Be simple in your idea race in your idea generation. Don't go complicated with your idea generation. Don't go complicated. Ideas are simple as a blink of the eyes. You don't try to look for deep ideas. You understand?
Okay.
Now listen to me carefully. In writing, your time must be well allocated. Dedicate 5 to 10 minutes to plan your work. In that 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to use about 2 to 3 minutes to think. When thinking, don't think far, think close. For example, the question is, what 3 children have been indisciplined in the last few generations? Do you think discipline should be upheld among children? That's the question. And how do you think discipline should be upheld among all children? And what are the disadvantages of not disciplined children? Okay. So do you think that means it's more like, this question is very tricky actually, because it looks more like an opinion essay. At the same time, it's also looking like a idea essay because it's asking 2 questions, all right? So the question now is, do you think? So if you say yes, I think, that means you must defend your yes. If you say no, you don't think, that means you must defend your no. So you will tell us, I am in your introduction, you tell us that you think so and so and so. And and of course you will also be sharing the disadvantages. So that's more like 2 double question, But in this case, you will not put a concession, because in the case of concession, do you agree or disagree? So because they have put the or there, that means you want to also find someone, you want to find a concession to support your opponent. Well, in this case, you don't have your opponent. They just ask you to your own thoughts. You understand? So when you're thinking about why you think it's me, don't think about the astronomy. Don't think about it far. Just think about simple things like leadership, leadership, truancy, all those small stuff around, stealing in the house, all those very, very small stuff, and then simply form them into reasons and sub-reasons. Your reason and sub-reason can make it your work easy. When you start thinking too complicated, you will not be able to reason enough to get simple key points that you can now knob together to now form. From your reason, you have your sub-reason. From your sub-reason, you have your sentence. You understand? So don't complicate your answers. That's a simple way to deal with it. Just answer in a very simple way. Don't think too far. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Don't think too far. Yeah. Yep. Any other question, please? I want to answer 10 questions. I've only answered 3. It remains 7. Mafe, do you have a question? Sarah, if you don't have a question, start thinking about the question. Start thinking. So, I don't want to take any extra time. So, we're running up in the next 2 minutes. If there are no other questions, if you're on YouTube and you have a question, you can put question as a comment. If anybody sees that, I will be able to answer it directly. If you're on YouTube and you see any question and you're also here, please let me know so I can answer. All right. But just to round off, I've been saying this before, and I think I should say it again. You have passed your CBT. Go on and ask your question, please. Let me allow you to ask. Yeah, you can ask your question now. Unmute and answer. It's happening tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Coach. My question is about is on the writing aspect.
Yeah.
Is on the writing aspect for the tax 2. Then we are told that we need to cite examples, at least to make the kind of instances that are close to. Hello?
Yeah, hello? I can hear you.
Okay, all right. That we need to cite example to back up our first, the sentence heading that we put for the paragraph, if we are supporting opinion or not supporting the opinion. So I wanted to ask that, is it good I use example that is pertaining to me, or I should use example that is a kind of worldwide of a thing?
Yes, use worldwide example.
Okay.
All
right.
Avoid personal examples.
Okay.
Yeah. Avoid personal examples.
Okay.
So okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It looks to me like there are no other questions. So we want to round up now. And then so I just want to say that if you know somebody that has passed CBT and is perhaps you may have passed IE2 or you may not have passed IE, it doesn't matter. But he has passed CBT, all right? And the person needs to get to the UK before December. All right. I believe we are all aware that currently, first I said tomorrow. All right. So currently, we are dealing with the self-sponsored pathway. Self-sponsored pathway, which means that I want to help you to sit for the OSCE exam with your CBT, and then pass it so that you can go ahead and get a job in the UK. So someone that's passed CBT, has passed MIET, and wants to proceed and has been trying to get a job, is not getting a job. All you need to do is just refer them to me so that they can go ahead and achieve their aim. Is that okay? Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. All right. So somebody wants to ask a question. Let me see. That's on iPhone. Where are you? I would have so much love that your face is shown. Thank you. All right. So go on and ask your question. Yeah, unmute yourself. I've tried to unmute you. Ask your question. Yeah, so unmute yourself now. Go on. Yeah. Go on. You have unmute yourself. Yeah, you unmute yourself. You now mute yourself back. You just press it once. Press it once, and that will be it.
Unmute. Okay, can you hear me now?
Very well.
Okay, so you were saying something in the reading aspect that we should follow instructions in writing our answers. So I'm kind
Yes.
of confused. Because I usually think that if you want to use a capital letter, you have to use capital letter from beginning to end. So
No, it's
it's
not
kind of
true.
contradictory.
It's not true.
Okay.
Answer as
Okay.
it is written in the passage, or as it is instructed by the question. If the question says capital letter or true, they will write it there that TRUE. You know, sometimes when they write their TRUE, you see that the other TRUE is written in all capital letter. That's how you should answer. When you want to attend to other questions and a small letter that is in the passage, write it that way. Don't contradict any instruction, even if it looks so. You understand? Just follow
Okay, so
us.
please, all right, thank you. So please, I want to still understand you well. Like in true, false, not given, in some of the questions, they will write true, false, not given with capital letter, and in some
That's
they
how
will
you should
write
answer it.
true, false, not given in small letter. So whichever one that comes in,
Whichever one that they write, if it's small letter, they write it small letter.
okay,
If it's small letter, they write
all
it,
right,
that's capital letter. You understand?
okay, thank you. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Do we still have anyone that want to ask a question? In case you want to ask, please kindly go ahead and ask.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes.
I just
Hello,
finished.
sir.
Hello. Who am I listening to right now? I'm hearing three voices.
Please, sir.
Go on.
Okay, sir. Please.
Who did I unmute now? Okay. Is that Favor? Unmute now, Favor. Let me hear you. I don't know if it's Favor I'm unmuting or it's Favor. You can unmute. I unmuted you. Okay. If I unmute you and you can see that I unmute you, just unmute so that I can see. If it is okay to see your face, it will even be better. All right. Slim's network is all right. So basically, it seems to me there are no further questions. Can I assume that there are no further questions? All right. Okay, so thank you everyone. We meet tomorrow 5 a.m. for the reading conference, and then we move over to the class, and I'll let us know when the class will hold tomorrow. All right. So thank you everyone once again, and have a great time. Oh, Marvelous, I have a question. Marvelous, okay, go on. Ask your question now. I've unmuted you.
Okay, sir. Although someone said something about how to write answers, if it's true, maybe in cases of filling the gaps and all those questions that come in filling the gap or completing a sentence or something or some completion. Should we, like, if the first letter in the passage is saying is in capital letter, should it be capital letter? And if it's small letter, we should also write it in small letter. Just like maybe oval, a capital letter O is written there. It should be like that in the answer.
Exact way is in the passage. That's the way you should answer. Exact way.
Okay. Even if it's small letter, we should also write it that way.
Yes. Exactly.
Right.
Just copy and paste what's in the passage. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right then. So thank you, everyone. So we still have a question. And turn on your video now. Why are you hiding with because the issue is that it's difficult to pick you up, please. Or be not with your video. Makes it easier to identify you. So I've already unmuted you. You can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go on.
Please, can you kindly explain to me not giving, and sometimes I feel confused over them.
Not given is different answer. Not given is different. Nothing like given. It's either yes, no, or not given. Not given means a different answer. That is, the answer is not in the passage and it is not the same meaning. Neither is it not opposite meaning. So, for example, if I say eat and I now say bath, bath is not the same meaning to eat, neither is it opposite of it. You understand? So that is not given. So when you now see a sentence that shows that one particular keyword is totally different in meaning, that keyword is called not given. Does that make sense?
Okay, sir.
Exactly. That keyword is called not given. And then, of course, no means opposite or contrary in meaning, while yes means simple or similar in meaning. All right. Somebody asking about listening. Yeah, so it's the same principle as well. Same principle for listening. Basically, you are hearing what they are saying, and then there's a gap. There's a question that usually most of the persons are filling the gap or multiple choices. So if a question is filling the gap, for example, the answer cannot be all capital letter because it's only filling a sentence. So you just imagine a scenario where somebody's writing. Imagine this kind of scenario. Somebody said, "Follow me home." Somebody was talking to you and was writing to you and now said something like this. Just look at what I want to write now. What is your name? Is that a correct sentence? Or what? Do you get my point now? Is that a correct sentence? So you look at it. So basically, it's just semantics. You want to answer a question and you want to ensure that the question is sensible in the way the answer is coming to you. Does that make sense? So that is it. All right. So thank you, everyone. And I hope you. No, it's not. I don't know. Is it no? Okay. You're asking the question. Though. All right. So we see on reading class tomorrow. And like I said again, someone that has passed it and is looking for a job and has tried for like 6 months, 7 months. Refer them. We are helping people to get self-sponsored. And you can also have the plan to get self-sponsored. You can begin to incubate the idea in your mind, even now. So that once you pass your IELTS, you just go straight to the UK and start working. You understand? You don't have to wait for another 1 year, 3 months, 5 months, hoping to be invited. Do you understand? Very important. All right. So thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Mr. Ade, is Mr. Ade asking a question? That should be my last question for the day. I have to run now. So yes, you are allowed to vote now.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
And thank you so much for this webinar. It's been helpful. Although I've joined, I think this is my second time. Please, just a quick clarity I needed. I observed that over time, you talk about CBT, OSCE. So I wanted to know, is this group like meant for nurses alone?
No,
Yes.
it's meant for anyone that wants to pass it, whether it's a student or a worker. Usually, I'm a nurse, so I have a flair for nurses, but I also give attention to non-nurses who also want to pass IELTS. I've met a lot of them. So if you want to work as a healthcare worker,
for instance, someone wants to self-fund to come over, you are only assuring for nursing. There's no other, say,
yeah.
sector.
If you want to self-fund to I know. So what I know is that before you can even talk about self-fund, if you are a nurse and you want to self-fund to pass, your CBT is all you need. But if you're not a nurse, for example, you needed your IELTS. So IELTS is more like a background for someone that wants to self-fund that is not a nurse. And that's the reason why I don't pay attention to it, because I believe that IELTS is their key issue. But for nurses, they may still be able to self-fund without IELTS. That's the reason why I talk more on that usually. Although IELTS is going to be important for their journey, but there's a exam called CBT that if they pass that one, they can still self-fund. And that is not applicable to non-nurses.
So what you mean by self-fund, sir?
Self-fund means that self-sponsor. You want to travel to the UK and get a job for yourself.
Okay, to move by yourself now and like move across your...
You want to get to the UK and get a job, sort yourself out by yourself without having to wait for an employer to come.
Only nurses that like you have space for.
No, not nurses can also have the focus. Let me explain the rule for non-nurses. In the case of non-nurses, once you have passed your IELTS, you'll be required to also have some certificates like on Florence Academy, which are majorly healthcare certificate stuff and all of that. Once you have that, you now apply to an employer. Now I have a person that helps these kind of people. It's like a consultancy on its own. I'm not a specialist in that, but if you don't have the IELTS and that particular certificate from Florence Academy or from other academies that help with healthcare or whatever, you can't even qualify for stage 1 of that criteria. So for me, I feel that it is going to be open beyond the bar to be telling you about an opportunity that is available for you without you having the normal requirement for. So if you have passed your CBT, I prefer people to that woman, who has already passed their IELTS and they have their friends. I prefer them to her because that's not my specialty. But I can simply say people to go to her, and from there she will help you to connect with either a nurse associate job or a healthcare job. You understand? But we need to get the foundations right. So I don't want to jump over the bar. So I ask you, have you passed your IELTS? No. Do you have French academic stuff? No. Let's have that. Once you have that, it's easy for me to refer. And that's the reason why I don't press it on. I don't press on it. Once you pass, I passed. I'm a healthcare worker, and you show me a result like this, and I want move. I don't know if I answered your question. Yeah? I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Although to be more specific, I was more like hoping for something like a teaching offer or maybe academic route. If eventually you have
if you want to do academic route, just go for your master's. When you finish your master's, go for your PhD. When you get your PhD, you can have the opportunity of
classes. They don't allow family as dependents anymore, at least from what I heard.
Yeah, but that's only limited to that's true. But for PhD, they are allowed. For PhD, they are allowed. And while you are in the UK, your husband can come and visit you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
He can visit you.
Yes.
At least they won't say if you not visit you now. I hope I'm making sense on that. So, all right. So I hope I want to assume I don't have any questions anymore. Yeah, I want to assume I don't have any questions anymore. All right then. So thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.